Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. Today, we have some pretty interesting breaking news. If you hadn't seen it yet, this only happened a few days ago where astronomers picked up something new moving through our solar system in space, and it didn't take long for them to realize that this thing isn't local and doesn't belong here. It's called 3I Atlas, or Atlas for short, also listed as C2025N1, and it was first spotted on July 1st by the Atlas telescope system down in Chile. Now, if some of you remember, this isn't the first time we've seen something like this. It's actually the third interstellar object ever detected by humans on this planet, coming close to our solar system or entering it from outside in interstellar space. The first was an object that I know many of you will remember called Oumuamua back in 2017, which is the same mystery cigar-shaped and likely artificial object that we covered extensively here on the channel. Then came Comet Borisov in 2019, but this object was chemically unlike anything we had ever seen before. It was unusually rich in carbon monoxide and appeared almost untouched. A pristine comet, almost like it hadn't been through any other solar system before entering ours. And you're seeing images of these objects as I mention them. And so now, just mere days ago, we've got the biggest one yet, 3I Atlas. This massive object currently streaking through our solar system on a hyperbolic path, moving so fast that it's not even bound to our sun. And some early estimates suggest that this thing could be up to 20 kilometers wide, and that makes it larger than Oumuamua and even bigger than the impactor that wiped out the dinosaurs. And all of these three mystery objects that we have detected, and the only three, all show the same pattern pretty much. None of them are orbiting the sun, and none of them are looping back towards us. And this newest object, which, yes, they are calling a comet, because of its hyperbolic trajectory, it essentially means that it is flying in from deep space, and once it passes through, it's totally gone for good. And so here's where it gets interesting, because scientists are already calling it a comet. And the thing has just been discovered, and yet they have officially deemed it a comet, an ice comet, in fact. And why? Well, because telescopes picked up a faint coma, which is basically a cloud of gas and dust that form when sunlight hits ice, and it gives it this big, bright, shining tail. NASA and other agencies confirmed it, and just like that, they slapped the label on, calling it a, quote, interstellar ice comet. Case closed. But come on, if you've been here for a while, you know how this works. Just because it looks like a comet doesn't mean it is one, and more importantly, there is still a ton that we don't know about this thing. Current estimates say it could be anywhere from under a kilometer wide up to 20, and that's not a small margin of error. And here is the kicker. There is no mission planned to go check out this third mysterious object from interstellar space, the space that is outside of our solar system, where all of the really gnarly alien ships are, and are likely coming from. But strangely, there's no mission to go and check it out. No probe, no intercept, nothing. We're just watching it fly by from the distance and hoping that it's nothing unusual. Does that make any sense to you guys? We send spacecraft all over the solar system. We've landed on comets. We've crashed into asteroids. But when something massive shows up from another star system, we just shrug, but other than that, do nothing? Well, if that sounds off to you guys, you are not alone. I am right there with you. So not one, but three massive objects have busted into our solar system in recent years, and we ultimately get told, relax guys, it's just a comet. but most of you know that not to be the case, especially if you followed the discovery of Oumuamua in 2017, which was the totally weird cigar-shaped visitor, long, tumbling with no tail, but yet it was accelerating. There was no visible outgassing, no comet behavior, as it quietly kept speeding up and finally slipped back out into deep space and was without a doubt an artificial craft, and displayed all of the hallmarks of an artificial craft or alien ship, if you want to call it that, and none of the characteristics of a comet or even an asteroid. Nor had we ever seen a thin, long, pencil or cigar-shaped like object, let alone one that was coming from outside of our solar system, from deep space, from another star system. So we know the scientists are pretty much unanimously calling it a comet, or at least the space agencies around the world, as they've all observed this tail of gas and dust coming off of this thing. So the official line is, see guys, it's just a typical ice comet heating up. But here's the thing I wanted to mention, which is that having a tail coming from a mystery object into our solar system from another star system does not mean automatically that the object is just a comet. That's an assumption, a surface-level classification based on external behavior. It's like seeing smoke and assuming it's a campfire when it could be something else entirely burning underneath. We know that our own spacecraft can leave vapor trails. Satellites vent propellant in space. If an advanced alien civilization built a probe to survive long-term space travel, what would it do when it approached a star? Would it stay dormant or would it reactivate? Would it release gases, power up, even shed thermal shielding? What if the so-called coma or tail is not a natural reaction, but a function? Oumuamua didn't have a tail, yet somehow still managed to continue accelerating in speed as it blasted through our solar system, and NASA could not explain it. Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb stepped forward back in 2017 and said, quote, "We should consider the artificial possibility." And the establishment absolutely crushed him for it, mocked him, marginalized the idea, but to this day, there's still no natural explanation that fully accounts for what Oumuamua did. The alien probe theory was never debunked. It was just buried. And now with Atlas, we're seeing a similar playbook, a massive object from interstellar space, not gravitationally bound, fast, direct, and temporary. But the moment gas was spotted around it, the label was slapped on. It's a comet. No further questions. But the questions are exactly what we should be asking, because even though we see the coma, scientists still don't know the exact size of the object underneath. Not to mention the fact that this is the third interstellar visitor that we've had in less than a decade. 3 strange objects from deep space, all showing up without warning, all showing us something we didn't expect. That's not a coincidence. That's a pattern. And in fact, the Harvard astronomer, Mr. Avi Loeb, recently did his own analysis and posted it online of this new object Atlas, which makes things even more interesting. He notes that if Atlas really is around 10 to 20 kilometers wide, like most of them do believe it is, then for that to even make sense based on how much debris actually exists in the galaxy, it can't be just another random rock. The odds don't work. Objects this large don't just stumble into our solar system by chance. If it is that size and is still flying this precise trajectory, Mr. Loeb says that it starts to look aimed, or in other words, deliberate. So yeah, guys, officially, Atlas is designated as a comet, and maybe that's all it is, but you'll never hear me say that's the whole story, because if it were, they wouldn't be in such a rush to end the conversation. Are we really just seeing harmless debris, or could these interstellar objects be something much bigger than we are being told? It wouldn't be the first time, and I know it certainly won't be the last, so let me know down below. Either way, really cool that we have yet another interstellar visitor, and I guess it just seems like our solar system is the place to be lately. So throw me a comment below, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe, stick around, check out all of my past videos and the mountain of amazing UFO footage. Follow me on social media, all the links are down in my video description. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and hang around because I've got a lot more coming. Much love, guys. Stay safe.